Somebody slapped me with a pineapple, put skates on me, have a whole bunch of Puerto Ricans chase me down, hitting me with their slippers, throw me into I-95, go on a high-speed chase, have a DeLorean run me over, tase me so I get down on the ground on all fours, bend me over, put a corn dog up my ass, take me to the hospital, revise me with one of those electric shots, inject crack into my system, make me addicted for about 6 months, put me in rehab, take me out of rehab, put spam all over my body, have a whole bunch of Oompa Loompas just eating the spam all over me, just and then I want you to suck me. What's up? Welcome to the Controversity.
I won't ride the wait. You fucked out my face.
Watch this. And we're going to be talking about spoilers. So if you haven't noticed by now, this is the review of Season 1 of Dave, starring Lil Dicky himself. And a whole bunch of other people. Who else is in the show?
Taylor Misiak, I guess.
Taylor Misiak, which I've never seen her before, but she did it.
I have either.
I've seen a lot of white girls that act and talk just like her, though. She did a really good job playing that part.
Christine Coe,
which
is her best friend. Andrew Santino,
which he is a comedian. I did see a little bit of his work. Hilarious. Rapper named Taco that's actually with Odd Future. He's on the show as well. And this is the guy's first acting performance. His name is Gata, which plays his hype man. He's never acted before, but he's actually his hype man in real life, and man,
he's really good.
He might have gave my favorite performance in the whole series, to tell you the truth.
I mean, yeah.
His performance was actually, there was an episode where he was talking about his mental health, how he's bipolar, and why he has ups and downs with him. But that was an amazing performance.
It was. I really liked that episode in general. That's probably one of my favorite episodes out of the season.
So overall, what did you think of Dave? This is a show starring Lil Dicky and executive produced by Kevin Hart. Mm-hmm. What did you think of this show? What are your first thoughts of the first season of Dave?
I loved it. It was really funny. Pretty unique.
Very unique.
I learned a bit about Lil Dicky because I've listened to some of his stuff, but I didn't really know anything about him or never looked into him, so it was kind of interesting.
Every detail of this man's penis, so I think we're pretty much family now.
Both holes.
In the first episode, he just lays it. The first scene, he just tells you all about his penis. I would say this show kind of reminds me of Atlanta meets Curb Your Enthusiasm. The vibe is kind of like dark comedy like Atlanta, but it's just like situational as well, like Curb Your Enthusiasm. But yeah, do you think it got serious when it needed to be serious and funny when it needed to be funny? Yeah,
I would say so. I think it handled all the situations pretty well. I think that for the most part, in the really, really serious situations, they really didn't focus on any humor. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was good.
Absolutely. What was your favorite episode?
It might have been the one where they were talking about mental health and kind of showing the background of Gata. I thought that was interesting.
So you liked the episode where his best friend from school, Els.
Mm-hmm. And focusing on the relationship that he kind of has with the Asian chick.
Oh, okay.
Emma.
So yeah, a little side story.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I liked when they focused on him. It was nice to see I guess focusing on the other characters and not just Lil Dicky the whole time. So.
And I think that's what Atlanta does pretty good too. It obviously it's a Gambino show, but this show is Lil Dicky's show. But at the same time, just like Atlanta, it does show the lives of these other people. I don't think they dove too much into the life of the manager, which was Mike. I would like to see an episode with him, but they did give us an episode with Gata. They gave us an episode with Els. Kind of gave us an episode with his girlfriend with the last episode. Yeah.
I don't know. He was such a dick at the end. The last two episodes, he was just awful. Lil Dicky was.
I think my favorite was probably the third to last, probably episode 7 when he was in negotiation of getting a contract. That probably was the funniest episode to me when he met Benny Blanco and his introduction like that. And also the pitch meetings too, how he was trying to get signed. I thought that was hilarious. Mm-hmm. And this gives you a world of not just a white rapper, but just a rapper in general. It gives you the world of trying to escalate to be the next great artist, because it's an industry that a lot of people are trying to get in, and he's a minority in it, but he also calls out, he understands his privilege into it. Yes, if he gets signed, he most likely will get if he gets signed, he most likely will get paid a lot of money and sell a lot of records. It's just the world we live in. White rappers tend to sell more, and it sucks. The show is very self-aware, and I enjoy that about it. Let's talk about some of the funniest stuff. Like, for example, we both cracked up about when his boy Els was watching his son, Trippie Redd's son, and he ended up getting him
a wooden shirt.
A wooden shirt. Who comes up with this shit?
I don't know. That was really weird. That was so really funny when that kid fell over.
Or how about when he was trying to have sex with his girlfriend and she's trying to find out his pleasures? And, and you know, Lil Dicky gives a persona of who he is in, you know, the public eye, but he's actually Dave is actually a different person.
Mm-hmm.
So he's being weird about that with his girlfriend. His girlfriend's seeing two sides of him. She's trying to figure this out, and he brings up the weirdest type of porn ever, where it's like
milking.
Yeah. What? Listen, I'm not deep into porn like that, so I'm not into like the weirdest things. But that one right there, that
was weird.
It's worth a look.
And then
maybe we
later,
should look
like
that
a couple episodes. Couple episodes later, where they like show the table and they're like, "Why is there a hole there?"
Callbacks. And let's talk not just about the great story of and the great character development, but let's bring up the hip hop, man. Lil Dicky proves, I think he proved in this show that what he wanted to prove the most is, I'm funny, this is satirical, but listen, I got bars, I can rap. And he rapped his circles around YG. He did it in an office. He does it around people. He's nothing. He's a lyrical genius.
Yeah.
So he's not just a token white boy, and he's not just a funny comedian type guy.
He's genuinely talented.
He's genuinely talented. You gotta give him his props. He's got bars, and he can come up with that real quick.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the last episode. There was a video that last episode, there was a song he wanted to put out when it came to, he wanted to call out the justice system. But the song got cut off. We never got to see the end of that song, which I would have loved to seen that.
He said there was a whole nother like 6 minutes, and we listened to like 10. So
the show really did stay on the line. A lot of the funny fart jokes, rape jokes, you know, sex jokes, all that stuff. But the last episode definitely,
it was a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot of
especially like right at the end when they cut it off. Like he was like, "Yeah," then I bit off his dick. And then I spit it out, and they were like, "All right, no, we're done here." Like, it was a lot.
Listen, I would love to see the end of that video, but it was hilarious. And let's talk about some of the guest stars. YG was there. We had Justin Bieber. Benny Blanco, like I said, was hilarious. One of my favorite episodes actually was the Macklemore episode, where it was self-aware that white people are just comfortable around Lil Dicky, and they're like, "My son loves you. I'll play," and stuff like that. I like that episode. Trippie Redd was there. Young Thug, Gunna. I don't even know who Gunna is, to tell you the truth. OT Genesis was there. Lil Uzi Vert. Marshmello. That was a funny episode. Yeah. He headbutted Els. Charlamagne the God and
Tierra Whack.
Kourtney Kardashian.
I liked that scene too, where he was talking to Kourtney Kardashian. That was pretty funny.
Very funny. Very funny. So listen, I think it's obvious there's going to be a second season. And I think it's actually comparable to Atlanta. I didn't want it to be a ripoff of Atlanta.
I don't think it was.
I didn't think it was, but I thought it would be when I first started. I was like, all right, it's got that Atlanta vibe, but they're so different. And what I would love to see, actually, if these are based in the same world, a cinematic universe with rappers,
like a collaboration.
Like, wouldn't you just love to see a Atlanta and Dave crossover? Like, Lil Dicky just walks past Paperboy and gives him what's up.
That would be cool.
Or a whole episode with those two. That would be awesome. They're both on FX.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Yeah.
And it's in that rap world. But, like, a rap cinematic universe, I'm for it.
That'd be really cool.
Anything else you want to say about Lil Dicky's show, Dave?
I feel like I was left wanting more at the end.
Absolutely. Because they broke up. Him and his girlfriend broke up.
Yeah, and she just gave him a quick like on his message, so
don't look like
that's not looking too good. But, I mean, he's been a dick, so...
Yes.
Like,
he has a little
fair
dick.
enough. If she feels that way and she doesn't want to get back with him, I wouldn't blame her. I probably wouldn't either.
He has a little dick, but he's been a huge dick the last couple episodes.
For
so
sure.
Hopefully they can make up, because they seem like they were great together. They had great chemistry. Everybody on the show had great chemistry, so I'm looking forward to season 2.
I am too. I'm ready.
Everybody stay inside so we can get this pandemic out the way, so we can have more content. All right.
For sure.
Well, listen, if you like this video, please like this video. Give us a comment. Did you like Dave? Did you not like Dave? Give us some feedback. Love, peace, and chicken grease, and help keep a brother off the streets by subscribing. This has been the most beautiful girl in the world talking about Dave with you. And I'm not too bad looking myself. Well, yeah.
Not too bad.
My dick's bigger than Lil Dicky's.